There's like a whole industry in Japan about renting families. I'm sure that you guys have heard of Rent a Girlfriend. Did you know that it extends even further than that? We're gonna check this out. It's called Behind Japan's Fake Family Industry. And let's learn something new today, you guys.
Hiroko from Asian Boss. Did you know that loneliness is such a serious social issue in Japan that there is a service that allows you to rent a family? If you haven't already,
They're so
go
lonely.
watch it. It's really funny. But what we wanted to do was dig deeper and find out about how this industry actually works.
All right, let's do it.
Recently, we had a chance to interview the CEO of a family rental company. We also got to meet one of the real clients of the company and see for ourselves.
Family romance. Ew! Ew, why did they name it that? Ew, what the hell? They named their company Family Romance. Okay, brother. I guess somehow we ended up in Alabama. Ew, brother, ew.
名前は石井雄一
あ、ゆうち。
ファミリーロマンスっていう会社を経営しています。家族をレンタルしたりとか、
You rent out family members and friends.
まあその困ってる人の手助けをするような会社ですね。
Cool.
今のこのファミリーロマンスの会社を始められてどのくらいですか？
今年で9年になります。
Holy
長
smokes.
いですね。
そうですね。
I can't believe it's
海
thriving.
外の視聴者さんたちの中で、
はい。
あ、
まずなんでこういうサービスが必要なのかがそもそも理解できない方もいらっしゃると思うんですけど、なんでそもそも日本ではこういうのを求めている人たちが
okay.
いるのかちょっと教えていただけますか？
まあ日本人って第三者
Japanese people always care.
気持ちがとても強くてですね。
I
逆に
see.
それが本音を言えないっていうところにつながってしまったり
They can't speak their
だからこう
minds.
いう友達とかを
A rental
レンタルすることでこうなんとか
Try to make
形を
peace by
作って
telling the
ですね
rental
その
friend
やりきる
everything.
とか
Do Japanese people not have therapists? Is therapy not acceptable? Actually, that makes more sense. I heard that mental health a lot of times is not taken very like seriously in Japan. Like apparently there's like a stigma around it where it's like a lot of people don't really think mental health is real. They see it as more, oh, you're weak. If you have depression, then you're just like a weak-minded person. They don't really like see it as an actual illness, which that probably makes sense why these things exist. Instead of going to see a therapist, which is seen as shame, renting a family, I guess that's seen as less shameful somehow.
でも例えば家族のレンタルってなんで必要なんですかね？
家族をレンタルしたい人
Many reasons as to why people want to rent a family. For example, some people suddenly need rental parents for their wedding ceremony.
実際の両親とは絶縁状態でとてもじゃないけど来てくれない。
Oh.
そういった時にですね、
I see.
じゃあお父さんお母さんを借りてしまって
Interesting. So a lot of it is like saving face. It seems like that's kind of interesting. They want to save face, right? They don't want to be seen as like, oh, I'm a disappointing son. That's like the biggest no.
きりじゃ終わらないところがもち
It
ろんあ
will
りますの
be
で、
rented out
あとは
once more.
出産
Childbirths? The employees need to go too?
レンタル
Wait, a childbirth, huh? What do you mean childbirth? wait, we glazed over that way too quickly. I'm confused about that.
人ですもんね。言ってしまえば。
第三者から見れば
Outside, they're a real
じゃあ
family.
その石井さんはどうやってこ
Tricky.
のお仕事を始められたんですか？何か始められ
Here's a
た
lesson in trickery.
きっかけとかってありましたか？
僕は今年37になるんですけど、今からですね13年ぐらい前の時、24ぐらいの時ですかね、
Okay.
知人の女性でシングルマザーをやってる人がいてですね、
Friend who was
その
a
娘さん
single
を
mother. I don't think you guys can see it here. Let me scoot over here a bit
幼稚園に
more.
行かせたかったと。ただやはり片親っていうところでどこの幼稚園も
I'm gonna be throwing hands with kindergartners. What the hell? What? Oh, that's so sad. Or even give them an interview?
面接すら受けさせてくれなかったっていう
Spy
話を聞いた
family
時
is
に
real.
こういったレンタル家族っていうものをですね使って世の中の社会の穴埋めが少
Oh
し
my
でもできれば
gosh.
思ったのがこの企業に
I still can't get over the name though. That's gross.
ちなみに石井さん自体はもう社長として運営する側のみなんですか？それともレンタル
そうですね僕
I
自身が
actually
ですね
still rent
今
myself
現在も
out as a rental
レンタ
husband.
ル夫でやったりとかレンタル
Would you rent this guy as your dad? Be like, can you just like throw the baseball around with me in the park for like an hour, please? And tell me how proud you are of me, please. Ah, this is interesting. You know how like a lot of VTubers and stuff do like boyfriend experience, the girlfriend experience. Like a lot of people do that kind of thing. Maybe this is kind of just on the same level of that. That's even more dedicated when you think about it. This is like a higher level of dedication, honestly. Do you think this business is similar to the mindset of millionaires having supermodel girlfriends? What in the case of like a millionaire having like a model girlfriend, a lot of times that's like a status thing, right? It's like, oh my gosh, I get to brag about how hot this girl is that I'm with. I'm with a model, you know? I guess it's sort of similar in the way because a lot of what he's explaining is also linked to status. How he just explained where like this single mother and her kid, I don't know, these little kindergartners were like, you don't have a dad, right? So then he steps in and he's like, what'd you say about my daughter? You know? So I guess it's similar. What is that? Who did that? Oh my god.
パパっていう形で、まあ、家庭に入ったりすることを現役で続けてます。それはなぜかというとですね、やっぱ利用していただくとですね、まあ、
Clients need us more than once. Well, I imagine you bring a rental mom to some event, right? And you're like, this is my mother. And then you can't bring like another woman and be like, this is my mother. Just like start changing the actresses up. So that makes sense. If that's your mom, then that's your mom. You know, you can't change the actress playing her, I guess.
認可というのもあってですね、やはりずっとリピートされる方はずっといらっしゃいますし、僕自身もその9年ずっとリピートされてて、もともと小4
She had a daughter who was fourth grade. Her daughter was refusing to go to school. Mother was concerned about her daughter. Oh.
9年間利用されていると。まあその娘さんも学校行くようになって、今はもう小4だから19歳になってる。
Ah, that's good. Wait, but like, yeah.
まだ伊勢さんがお父さんだと。
本当のお父さんだと思ってますし。
You guys, my life would be in shambles if I found out that my dad wasn't actually like my dad and he was just some rented guy. Oh my god. Do you think that girl saw this video? Like, I think that this video has like millions of views on it by now. Do you think that girl saw the video and she's like, wait a minute, you're not my dad. You're not my dad. I would be like room shambles if I found out that my dad was just rented all along. That is some sort of special trauma right there.
そういうご家庭がですね、僕は20今ご家族ぐらい継続して持ってます。
Oh my god.
情が入っちゃったりしないんですか、娘に対して。
帰らなきゃいけないっていうのは
We must go home once time is up.
やっぱ帰ろうとすると娘さんからすればどうしていつも帰っちゃうのとか泣かれたり抱きつかれたりすることもあったりとか。
We'll hug them and cry. Oh my gosh, dude. To them, that's like their dad. That's like actually their dad, dude.
顔を見るときに僕らも人間なのでビジネス上はダメと分かっていてもごめんねっていうすごいこう悲しい気持ちになっちゃったりとか。
Man discovers feelings for the first time in his life, caught in 4K. Man discovers empathy for the first time in his life.
そうですね。この僕自身やっぱメディアに結構出ることが多いので、実際お子さんがテレビとかメディアを通じて僕のことを見る可能性ってお子さんがテレビを通じて僕を見た時もまあ僕はその代行でファミリールマスの社長で石井と名乗ってる。
No, I'm your real dad. I was just pretending that I'm pretending to be your dad. You know what I mean?
時にはレンタルお父さん、レンタル夫っていうのはですね、お客さんがオーダー表を書いてですね、こういう夫であってほしい、こういうお父さんであってほしいって細かく指定されるんです。僕らはそれを見てこういう時には
I want a stepbrother with a big who can
してほしいとか、プロポーズで結婚してほしいっていうお願いされる方っていうのはたくさんいるんですよね。
だってまあそのオーダー表に書くことってその人が求める理想の人ですよね。
That's crazy, man.
それになりきってくれる人いたらそれ好きになっちゃいますよね。
そうなんです。お客さんからしたら気持ちいい感じです。あくまでもお金は払ってますけど、
This is like
お父さん
a
が来てくれる
whole different level of like parasocialism.
感覚が強くなっちゃうんでしょうね。
なんかその人たちのことをほっとけないなって思ったら結婚とかもできなくないですか？
そうですね。今でも独身ですけど、200人近くの人たちのプロポーズを僕は断ってきてるので。
God damn, 200? So many women want this dude. They're just like, wow, he's such a good husband. And he's just like, all right, that'll be 700 yen, please.
一人も受け入れようと思わなかったんですか？
こ 心は毎回もちろん揺れて
Every
しまいますけ
offer
ど
made my heart waver. That's a lie. Dude, he's so good at lying. He's even lying during the interview. Woo! He's lying. Everyone made my heart go doki doki during their proposal. There's no way, you little liar.
実際に働いてる側とお客さんが本当の家族になっちゃったことってありますか？
中には結婚された人もい
Oh,
ます。
that's
いるんです
い
か？
ますね。同じようにレンタルを
damn, dude. Could you imagine that? I got my husband off the rental service, but then he became full time. I'm kind of starting to fall in love now too.
結婚相手がお客さんの何々さんなんですよ。
おー
僕自身は仕方ないと思ってます。ただ会社としての立場で言うとそれはダメだっていうことだけですね。
Oh, they got fired. You gotta be like a little bit crazy to use this sort of service, right? Maybe just like just a little bit insane. Maybe, I don't know, maybe not insane, but like pretty desperate or like have a complicated situation that you're in the middle of.
おいくらぐらいなんですか？
レンタル家族はですね、4時間で2万円となってます。ただ、
That's not
それ以上利用
bad.
した
That's
人は
not bad. 180 for 4 hours. So that's how many an hour? 45 an hour. Why do I got so many planes going over me today? All right, chat, be real with me. How many of you guys would actually do this? Would you guys want to be like a rental husband or rental wife? Is this a job do you guys think you could do well? I don't think I could do this job well. I'm too much.
0歳でレンタル家族に登録できるんですか？
ありますね。やはりその赤ちゃんが必要な方って実はいたり
Huh?
するんです
A baby?
赤ちゃんを直接雇うんじゃなくて、結局はですね、そのお母さんがもともとスタッフで、その子供生まれたから子供を
Whoa,
登録した
that's crazy. You got like an extra person's been working since they exited the womb.
ちょっと悲しくなっちゃう話なんですけど、余命数ヶ月のお父さん
Father who
がい
only
て
had a
です
few
ね、
months to
その
live.
依頼主はその娘さんですと。ただそのお父さん
Oh
と
my
絶
gosh.
縁状態で
I'm guessing like he always wanted to have a grandbaby.
子供が見たいっていう。ただその実際その時にはもう結婚した人とは離婚してしまっていて、お子さんも向こうに親権を渡してしまったので、彼女が選んだのは本当のことは言わず
Oh my
に
gosh.
レンタルすることで、精神的な安静をこう渡したかった。
After the dad dies, his spirit is like, he's looking down and he's like, wait a minute, you lied to me. This whole time, I thought that was actually my grandbaby. Whose goddamn white baby is this?
新郎代行とかやるときは、
新郎代行？待って結婚相手の代行ですよね。
はい。
それじゃあ嘘の結婚式する人がいるってことですか？
A fake
その結婚式
wedding?
を訳あってしなきゃいけない人が世の中には
In what case would you want to have a fake wedding? Japanese people really care about hierarchy and things, so they want to make their parents proud, and part of that is they want them to have a husband or wife and kids and things. So I guess, yeah, they're so desperate to get their parents off their back that they just will pretend to marry someone.
例えば
I feel like this isn't really helping. It's kind of just like putting the band-aid over things, but I guess it's not all bad. Like it's sort of in a weird like gray zone in some cases, right? Where it's like not all lies are bad lies. Technically these are white lies because I guess they're making people happy. Like the case of the dad that was like on his deathbed and he was like, I just want to see my grandbaby. That's really sweet, I think.
60代の男性がですね、妻を亡くして
After he lost his wife, his daughter cut him out of his life. He is very lonely by himself.
気持ちが強くて、あの時の温かい家庭をもう一度
He
味わいたい
misses
という
his
ことで
family's presence, and that's why he rents a wife and daughter. In a lot of these cases, I guess their families are pretty extreme and they will go as far as like disowning them.
その利用される理由っていうのが、やはり自分の孤独を埋めるため
Fill
だけ
his
じゃなくてです
loneliness.
ね、その絶縁している
He
娘さんに
wants
です
to
ね、
apologize to his daughter who
本当は謝
disowned
りたい
him.
と。
Mhm.
簡単に僕らも謝れば電話すればいいじゃんって思うんですけど、自分のやっぱ犯してしまった罪の重さっていうところでなかなか前進できないらしい。
Yeah, it's like that scene in the first Home Alone movie where Macaulay Culkin is sitting next to the old guy and he's like, why don't you just go talk to your kid? Why don't you just talk to your son, you know? And the old guy's like, it's too hard. And he's like, just do it. And the old guy's like, okay. And it took like a 10-year-old to convince him to do it.
この後、この方がちょうど利用されますの
Client
で、
is gonna rent again.
そうなんですよ。よかったら一緒に行きませんか。
Ooh, okay, let's check this out. Let's see them
ぜ
work.
ひよろしくお願いします。
I want to see them in action. It's just shot like a horror movie. He rents the mom and the daughter. Wouldn't this make you more depressed? Imagine your dog dies and he's like, that's your dog, you love it so much, and then someone comes and they give you another dog. I feel like it doesn't really help. You just kinda added more to the plate there. This is a little weird. This is a little weird. Oh, I love hot pot. That looks fire. In a country where like hostess clubs and host clubs are a thing, this makes sense. I don't know. I feel like I would never spend money on this when I can just buy chicken nuggets instead. I don't know. Why would I spend money on a fake family if I'm lonely when I can just cure my loneliness with McDonald's or something? That's how I feel. Making money is easier than making relationships. I guess that could be the case for some people, yeah. To be fair though, here in like the States, there's like Bumble and like Tinder and stuff too, right? For like dating apps. But did you know that Bumble has a feature for just meeting friends in general? And there's like Craigslist and stuff like that too. So I guess that it's not so far-fetched in Japan compared to the States too, right? What I was gonna say is that, what was I gonna say? Dang it, I forgot. I forgot. All I'm trying to say is that if you're lonely out there, come to my streams instead.
自分からも連絡しないし、向こうからも連絡かかってこない。
Oh,
どうしてかって伺っちゃった。
oh, that's kind of sad. He tried. I guess he did try to make like friends and stuff, and it just didn't work. You know what he has to do? He has to get a dog. A dog will never betray you. If you treat it well, you love it, that dog won't betray you.
大丈夫ですか。
女房がちょっと病気になって、それで自分はちょっともう会社を辞めて、こう看病しようと思って、僕も初め女房の食事3食作ったり、こう世話とかしてんだけど、そのうちね、だんだん変な話、ちょっと下の世話もしなくなったりしないといけないとか。
Yeah, dude, hospice care, no joke. Shout out to all the hospice care people out there, because that's gotta be like one of the hardest jobs in the entire world, especially if it's like one of your family members. Like that is so heartbreaking. That is so heartbreaking to go through.
病気にならなかったら俺会社になくてよかったのにとか、こんな思いしなくてよかったのにとか。でその時やっぱり娘は僕のことを非常に怒ってたし、なんで。
Yeah. No, it's difficult, man, because like when you have the responsibility of caring for someone's every single need, all their basic like physical needs, that is super, super taxing on a person, both mentally and physically. He didn't really mean that kind of thing, right? When you're forced into that situation, it's really difficult. And obviously like he loved his wife, he cared about her. That's why like he gave up his job so that he could take care of her.
そのお母さんにそんなこと言うの、と言いながら自分はやっぱりね、その時大学生から社会人になったぐらいで、ね、会社行って結構飲み会があるから遅いとか言って、ね、その僕からすると娘も息子もお母さんの面倒見てないじゃない。
That's so hard. Like it's not fair for either of them. It's not fair for either of them in that situation. I feel like he could have communicated that with them too. Because I'm sure that if his kid like disowned him at that point, then he's probably thinking like, oh man, my dad sucks. He didn't even love my mom or whatever. That's probably how the kid feels. I feel like if they just sort of sat down with each other and had a heart-to-heart about this, and the dad was just like, I'm having a really hard time taking care of your mom. Like I love her, but this is like super taxing on me. Then I feel like the kid would have understood at that point, right? Been like, all right, I see that your day-to-day life is literally doing nothing but taking care of mom. So, you know, I don't know, this is like a failure to communicate, I guess, but different cultures and things, I suppose. I'm Asian, right? I'm Filipino. There are some words and stuff that don't get easily shared between family members. Like, I understand that. I guess I can sort of see like where he's coming from. That's really it. It's hard to communicate with people, but it's so sad. I wish they could have just talked it out.
気持ちやっぱり僕はやっぱり子供たちと一緒にね、ここで暮らしたいっていうのがあるから、こっちがもうね、そうやって話してもいいんじゃないかなっていうふうに。思ってきてまだ一歩踏み出せない。
You just gotta do it, dude. See, if I was this reporter, I would stand up and slap him across the cheek and then be like, just call him right now, do it, I'll be here for you. You know, I feel like people need some tough love sometimes. You just gotta hype them up. You just gotta be like, come on, just do it, you know, and you just slap him across the face real quick and be like, I'll be here for you. Just do it. Is that toxic? Maybe he's not ready for that, but I feel like he's ready for it. You know, he's at the point where he's lonely enough that he's calling like a rental service. I feel like you just gotta slap him out of it. Just be like, all right, man, you're gonna do this right now. We're gonna do this together and I'm gonna help you through it.
じゃあ今日はどうもありがとうございましたっていう感じじゃなくて、じゃあちょっと買い物行ってくんねみたいな感じでこう帰ってくんですよ。
What the heck? They went to get the milk. Dude, it's the meme. They actually just leave to go and get milk.
学じゃないけど、すごいです。なんか自然に帰ってくれますよ。
じゃあ今あなたはどのくらい幸せですか？
Are you happy? You got your oranges here. Are you happy?
幸せじゃない。
See, he's not happy. Like doing this kind of thing, it's just like a band-aid on like what actually is the underlying issue there. In some ways, like some of the services are like that's pretty wholesome, but then a lot of these services feel a little bit predatory.
まあ僕がこう頭下げてね、娘と息子が連絡したらまた帰ってきてくれるんじゃないかな。
Maybe they'll come home. Maybe we can have a family meal again. He just wants to eat with his family again. He just wants to have hot pot with his family. Dude, this is kind of making me sad. I'm gonna cry here like a little.
大きな問題ってどんな？
Go on. Cry. Cry, your little bitch. Tears. That's me. Cry. Cry, you little.
コミュニケーション不足だと思ってます。
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's definitely a lack of communication. For whatever reason, they're scared or they know it's going to be an uncomfortable thing and they're just afraid of being awkward about it. They don't want to talk about it, man.
ことがちゃんとその分言えなくなって結果的にこの本当の親よりもレンタルする親を求めるっていうそのつながりになってしまっているという現状は
It's kind of taking advantage of that.
皆さんのこうメッセンジャー LINE とかですねそういったもの
You know what he should do? He should have like all of these actors and stuff too should be like licensed therapists. I think that would make this situation from becoming like predatory to actually doing good. They just like IV drip some therapy while they're doing this job too. Wow. Oh, that video was interesting. It's so sad. The fact that like a lot of these families, they're not able to talk to each other and so they resort to having rental families and things instead. I feel real bad for those families, especially these people that really want to reconnect with their families, but they're not able to. I think overall this service feels predatory. They have some deeper lying issues there that just are kind of ignoring and putting a band-aid on it instead of addressing the real issues. I hope they find happiness. I do too. At least like for me personally, I don't think that would help me because like I know that it's a fake relationship, right? But I guess it's sort of the same thing like with people who do like hostess. They go to host clubs and stuff like that. Like they just want someone to talk to more than anything. Even if you know it's fake, maybe they just find it fun to also feed into the fantasy, right? And sometimes people just wanna escape for a little bit. I think they're cool. It's kind of like role playing, I guess. They're LARPing. They're LARPing having a dad. Oh man. Rent a VTuber one. What would you even do with that, huh? All I would do is just, hey, I'm hungry. Can we go to Olive Garden? If you guys rent me, this is all it's gonna be. I want to go to Olive Garden. I want to eat. I'm hungry. Please feed me. I'm hungry. I want chicken nuggets. I want chicken nuggets and breadsticks. And I want Alfredo, please. I'm so hungry.